Hello, my name is Tyler Gaubert. I'm the president of Willowridge Construction. We're really excited to be partnering with Skills to bring the carpentry and construction industry to you today. Carpentry combines math, engineering, art, and design, and there really are so many options when you think of this career. I can't say enough of the amazing careers that have been built right here in Alberta within this trade. Even for myself, my family and friends, a number of people I know have built great careers in this trade in Alberta. There's a real sense of pride when you get to see something that you built and drive by it later and say that was a project that I helped complete. Willowridge Construction is a local industrial contractor. Most of our team grew up right here in the Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, Edmonton region, and we're really excited to be supporting you and your schools and working with Skills on this project. We are mostly working on the big industrial site plants that you'll see in and around Fort Saskatchewan, Redwater, and Edmonton. And our carpenters do some pretty cool stuff. We have carpenters that get to do finishing work, which includes everything from lunchrooms and locker rooms where they're doing things like putting in new industrial kitchens or hanging doors and laying new floor, to we have carpenters that work on heavy industrial concrete, doing things like formwork and getting ready for big mechanical facilities of the foundations and concrete that sits underneath those. We also have a team of equipment operators and laborers, and really you can see there's so many options when it comes to the construction industry for things for you to do. The most important thing, if you're going to be successful in this industry, is to make sure you have a good work ethic, a good attitude, and always be willing to learn. This is such an exciting time for you in your life as you decide your next steps. So I really encourage you to look at all of the options and explore the trades and all that carpentry has to offer. Now let's get to building that birdhouse.
Hi there, my name's Simon. I work for Willowridge Construction. I'm a journeyman carpenter here, and today I'm going to show you how to build a birdhouse. Once you have all your pieces laid out in front of you, you can get rid of your top and your front pieces, so you are left with your back and your two sides. And you go ahead and lay some glue on the edges of the back pieces, or of the back piece, sorry, and glue and nail it to your side pieces, like so. So now that you have your sides and your back pieces glued together, grab your bottom piece and put glue on 3 sides of it, and we will nail it into the bottom of the birdhouse, like so. Once you have your glue on your piece, place it into the bottom of the birdhouse, hold it firmly as you can, and set your nails 1/4 inch in from the edge of the plywood. And go ahead and drive your nails. Grab your front piece, and we're gonna find where you're gonna put the hole for the birdhouse. Your front piece is 5 inches wide, so you're gonna find the center of 5 inches. Make a very light mark. Go ahead, grab your square, and the mark is gonna be 3 inches down from the top. So you're gonna make a nice light pencil mark past the 3-inch mark. Go back to your tape measure and measure down 3 inches. Now you're gonna grab an 1.5 inch drill bit and your drill, or in a drill press, whichever you have in your shop, and make a hole right on that mark. Once you have that piece done, it'll look like this. You're going to then grab your birdhouse, go back to your tape measure again, and we're going to mark down 1 inch and make a mark on the face. Now those marks are going to show where the top or the face of your birdhouse is going to sit, as it's going to sit something like that. Once you have it laid out, glue the edges, nail it in place. Now that you have your front piece nailed in, grab your top, set it on the top of your birdhouse, use your tape measure and your pencil, and try and find the center where the top fits. Your top is 9 inches by 9 inches, and your birdhouse is 6 inches by 6 inches. So it should be 1.5 inches in from either side, in the front and the back. Once you have your center placed, you like how it looks, take your pencil, lightly trace the bottom or the back and the 2 sides onto the back of your top. Flip it over. Now you know where your top sits. And now we're going to lay out the lines for where you need to put the nails in through the top. So as I said before, your birdhouse is 6 inches by 6 inches. Your top is 9 inches by 9 inches. So if you go ahead and make a pencil mark, 1.5 inches on the one side, 1.5 inches in on the back, and 1.5 inches in on the other side. You can grab your square and lightly mark a pencil line. Now, what you've just found is where the edges of your birdhouse sit. So this bit of material here is all overhanging on the roof. In here is where you're going to put your nails 1/4 inch in from the line. Before you glue, I like to take the nails and preset them into the wood slightly. Now, before we did all this, we traced out marks on the bottom of the top of our piece. So we're going to put that piece back on, and what we're going to do is we're going to eyeball it and line it up with the pencil marks you had made. All All right, once you have it all glued and nailed together, go ahead and grab some 120 grit sandpaper. I like to take a spare scrap piece of wood, wrap your sandpaper around it. It helps with keeping your sanding flat. If you're using your fingers, you're putting pressure points into the wood and you'll create waves in it. So it just helps keep things flat. Remember, when you're sanding, always sand with the grain, never against it. If you sand against, it'll scratch it, makes it a lot harder to fix. So just take your sandpaper and start sanding off your pencil marks that you had made.